Alright, buddy, you ready? Come on, sit down. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see us. You see us in there? Yeah. Welcome to another episode of eBay Unboxed, and today we are unboxing, purchased from eBay for less than $2 a piece, our fake Lego Minifigs. And just so you know, I won't be bent down like this the whole time. You will be just seeing the characters in my hands. Alright, so without further ado, let's pretty much get to it. Let's zoom in on these bad boys.
Can we do Thanos?
You want to do Thanos? Yeah, June. Whoever you want to do first. We got a couple to get to here, so let's go ahead and move these guys out of the way and we'll do Thanos first. Well, leave Thanos up front when we're talking about him. Alright, and like I said, these are all fake figures. They look real. They are, most of them are pretty darn good quality, almost unrecognizably fake, but they are nonetheless fake, that's for sure. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit more here. There we go. Alright, buddy.
Okay, this one.
Here. That's fine, we'll leave these ones over here. Alright, this one is fake Thanos. You guys get a pretty good view of him. Obviously fake. They didn't actually make a character this small. Lego didn't. They made... Yeah, here, let's show them this one. This one's the real one. So we'll put the real Thanos that Lego made up next to the fake Thanos, and you can obviously see a pretty large difference between the two. And even the gauntlet is one of the biggest differences other than the size. The gauntlet on this little guy is just a teeny tiny little fist, and he's, you know, obviously the same size as a regular minifig. Hang on, buddy, the camera's got to see it, remember? Alright, I'll let you grab it in a second. I just want to show them. And the fist on the big Thanos is quality. Giant gold, shiny gold with all the stones embedded in it. You see that one? This is real Lego. This is fake Lego. Chinese knockoff Lego. But that's not to say it's bad. Because honestly, this thing, let's take them off the peg here. Off the bat, you can't really notice too many deformities or anything. Even the helmet comes off. The helmet looks, you know what it looks like? It looks like Magneto's helmet. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like a gold Magneto helmet. And Thanos himself, we'll pop the head off. Let's just see. One thing you can tell right off the bat, what's loose is the hands and the arms. Those are very loose. Very loose compared to regular Lego. Now the head though, that's fine. The shoulder pads come right off. You see those? I don't know what figure this might have been taken off of or modeled after, but obviously it's not original Lego. This is, yeah?
This one is.
It's just a rubber band, buddy.
It's a rubber.
But the fist too, the fist actually just clamps on to the actual, the hand, the little minifig's hand. Whereas on the actual Lego, the real guy, this entire little set comes off. This is hooked into his hands. He's got like a Captain Hook stump there. And this is his prosthetic, his awesome, godlike prosthetic that helps him rule the universe. If only that were real. Anyway, other than that, this Thanos guy, I mean, yeah, he's a knockoff, but all the way down to even his facial features. If we can get it to focus in on him, maybe. There you go. It's even down to the facial features. Like, this thing is pretty well done. I like it. What do you think, buddy? What do you give this? What grade do you give this? A, B, C, D, or terrible F?
A.
An A? Alright, well there you go. He gets it an A. Thanos, knockoff, gets an A. Next, who do you want to do next? Go ahead and grab one. Iron Man. Iron Man. Now this one also, honestly, this guy looks good too. This Iron Man, he looks pretty darn good.
That's the big one.
The helmet, I don't know what mark you would call this. Mark 50. I don't know. I know it's one of the later years ones. It almost looks like the one that's supposed to be the nanotechnology from the newer Infinity War and Endgame. And right off the bat, one thing I can tell you about this is the legs, the bottom portion, they just slide off. There's no tightness, there's no nothing there. Literally. Here, buddy, look. Just pop the legs on. See? They just come right off.
I know.
Right off.
This one is fake.
Yeah, that one too. We'll talk about that one in just a second. Let's see what else we can see about this guy. He looks good though. From first glance, he does look pretty decent as an Iron Man. He even came with the little blue things, the torches, like, you know, his afterburners on his suit. And the hands are even gold too. Where I have another one here I'm going to show you where they didn't do a good job even trying to match up the hands. What I will say about the, oh, see, I'm trying to pull the helmet off. What he does have, this is kind of cool too. I'm glad they did this. He has one face there, where his angry face is I'm gonna do some avenging face, and then on the back you have his regular Tony Stark face. His unpretentious beard, kind of, what is that, like the old red, scaly bifurcated tail devil beard and mustache he's got going on there. But it's pretty cool that they put the face on the front and the back so you can kind of choose, even though there's not a gap in his mask for you to see the bottom of his face. And the mask is well done. I like it. I wish it popped open like some of the other Iron Man ones do, but it doesn't. One simply just slides on and stays there. But quality is a C at best, but the actual look of it, I would go, what do you want to call the look of it? But what do you think? Is it an A? Is it a B? Do you like it? Do you don't like it?
I like it.
A likes it. He's going to go A. I'm going to say, as far as the look, is a B, and the feel of the build is at best a C. Alright, next one. Here, let's do the fake Iron Man, the keychain too. This one, $1, $1. This guy. The helmet does pop up, but the face was glued in kind of cockeyed, so we can't move. If you can move the whole thing, you can't move the face. The helmet and the face are stuck together, glued together inside there. So the face, you can see, if I get this out of the way, the face is kind of, compared to where the helmet's supposed to close down, a bit cockeyed. So. And the hands, like I was saying on this one, yellow, regular old school yellow minifig hands. They didn't even try to splurge for the gold on this one. Not sure why. Well, you know what? I do know why. It was $1. For $1 though, I mean, honestly, the legs are much stronger than on the other one. I mean, the pieces actually feel much more solid as far as build-wise goes. But the not attention to detail with the hands and the screw up on the face not matching the direction of the mask completely, I'd say C at best. What do you think? What are you gonna go? What are you gonna grade this one, bud?
B.
B. God, you're generous. Much more generous than I am. I gotta take a cue from you on these things. Which one's next? Over here. Venom. Alright, we're going with one of the big fake guys. Venom. Now this one was a little more expensive than the other one. This one was $4. Really, really, really digging in the pockets for this guy. Not really. But some of the things right off the bat that I could tell, either for at least good wise, is he does feel solid. He feels like about the same size as the Thanos one. But the head is like an egg. Let me see if I can tilt to the side and you can see for yourself. You see that? There you go. I think it's focused now. It's like an egg when you look at it from the side. It's like it's just pinned onto the body. Has no feel of that like on Thanos's. Thanos has a feel like it's molded right into the rest of the figure. Not so with the Venom one. Feels like it's just kind of stuck on there. Almost like a Mr. Potato Head type thing. But other than that, I do like the fact that they went with the big size instead of like the little Thanos that we showed at the beginning. And the actual printing on it is pretty darn good. I mean, look at it all the way up to the face. that is Venom. You're not gonna mistake that when you see it. That is Venom. I like it personally. Feels solid when I put the hands together. The hands aren't sliding off. It's like Thanos, where he kind of has the peg hand, and these stick into him. It's solid. Doesn't pull right off by any means. You really got to give it a yank. Same with the arms. The whole build is solid. What are you gonna give this one, buddy? I'm gonna give this one a B.
I'm gonna give this one an F.
You don't like it at all, huh?
Actually, that's
A C. Okay, all right. I was just say you went from extremely generous to just downright you don't care anymore.
Hey, let's do.
All right, which one now? Still got a couple more to go through. Actually, more than a couple.
This one.
We got about 6 more to go through. Oh, okay. All right. Here's one that you know that we can just tell definitively that this is not Lego that made this one. I'm gonna show you right about now. This guy right here. Does anybody? Let me see if I can get the focus. You recognize who this guy is? With the shotgun and the metal underneath the skin there. Anybody recognize this guy? Does he look kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger? I think he does. Just a little bit. This is the Terminator. I got this from another Chinese knockoff site on eBay, or seller on eBay, for less than $2. And you know what? I am honestly impressed with how this one looks. This just looks legit. I like this one. Let me show you too. Just like on the Iron Man head where I told you to switch around one, we could switch this Terminator's head around. This was a T-800 is technically what he would be. And boom, he's got his glasses on. That's right. He's got his motorcycle jacket. He's got everything. He's got his Terminator 2, technically. Terminator 2 Terminator in Lego form. I mean, I like it. Between the shotgun and on the other side of the face, how we have the metal, the skin ripped away and the metal showing, that's awesome. Right? I didn't mistake it at all when I first got it. This thing is just super awesome. The shotgun too, that's so fitting. I mean, if he came on a little motorcycle, that would have just been great, but they probably would have charged me an extra 50 cents for the motorcycle. And we're all about getting deals here, I think, on eBay Unboxed. I like this one, Ashton. I don't know about you. I know you might not be the biggest Terminator fan. It's just a little bit before your time. You give it an A? Okay, all right. You heard it. A. That's 2 A's. That's 2 thumbs up. 200% on this one. China, you did good. You did good. He feels solid. His legs aren't pulling off. His hands aren't just spinning around. I like this one. Arnold, what do you think? You're out there. Alright, that's 2 A's we got on the Terminator. I just want to tell you guys, I had ordered a RoboCop one, but darn it, that one did not come in. A couple of them actually just, they took my money and they just disappeared, so I had to go through eBay. And eBay, lovely as they were, did give me my money back. Next up, we have Sabretooth. Now, I have something to compare this to that is an actual legit Lego, and that is his brother, Wolverine. Now this one, see, this one comes in the full-on Superheroes Marvel Edition. It's magnet backed, but if I took him out of this complete case, you could actually just have the Lego minifig in your hands. And this one, I like this one. I don't know if I'm going to take him out of here, because he's just so darn cool. I might keep him as just a collector's. Just the old school Logan outfit, the one that they almost did at the end of the Wolverine, the movie, in the deleted scene, if you see how he opens up that case on the plane, and this is the outfit that's sitting in front of him. Oh, I wish they did that in the movie. But anyway, this is something to compare it to. So if you look at them side by side, I mean, even down to the color of their suits, they're really trying to go for a match there. I love the Wolverine one, but they did a great job just on the looks alone of this one, all the way down to the claws. The arms, the hands, they feel solid the way they move. The claws twist back, they just go right, they click right into the hand there, kind of like the Thanos gauntlet we saw on the mini Thanos. This guy, I mean, he is, let's see. There we go. He is pretty cool. His eyes glowing yellow like a wolf's eyes. That's so awesome. Or I should say like a saber-toothed tiger, but we can't prove that because they're kind of not around nowadays. He's got the fur on the shoulders there, like we know from the comic books. He looks just like old school comic book Sabretooth, really. Now this one on the back of, I don't think he has a no, he does not have a second face. Wolverine does. Wolverine has an angry face and just an I'm awesome, I'm totally stud like Wolverine on the other side of his face. But this one's pretty cool. I like this one. But again, we're having the issue with the pulling up the legs, how well they attach to the torso. Not so well. I mean, just a little yank, and he's coming right off. Not the best. But other than that, everything else moves on well. And I love his haircut. It's a bit newer age than the Wolverine that I remember, who had long lamb chop or pork chop sideburns. No, I like him. I'm gonna give this one a B. What do you think?
I give him, I don't like him.
You don't? Ha! Alright, well, what are you gonna give him? Give him a grade.
F.
F. Alright, there it is. Alright, next up, grab one.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
There's another one.
Let me get the focus here a little bit. There we go.